Hello, I'm Alison, founder of Kokoro. We are a global insight agency, and over the last 18 months, we've tracked the mood of the nation through the pandemic. Because I can't be with you today, James has asked me to reflect on some of our findings. One of the first things he asked me to talk about was how the pandemic has changed our needs for human interactions. And I think really there's a very quick and simple answer to that, in that it can't possibly really 18 months undo several million years of human evolution. So I think a better question to ask is, how have the last 18 months changed us as humans, maybe temporarily, but how are we changed here and now? And I think there are three things that are kind of worth bearing in mind. The first is we are, very tired, very exhausted really. Everything has felt hard work, and we've also become kind of physically unfit as well. So we're exhausted in terms of what our resilience levels are. The second thing is we are low on empathy, and that sounds a really harsh thing to say, but it is true that we've spent too much time on our own with people who are very similar to us, way too much time at home really, and therefore we've not seen how other people have been influenced by the pandemic, and this is particularly true for those people who've worked at home over the last 18 months. And then the final thing is we're fearful, and there are probably two types of fear that are playing out here and now. One is fear of the virus, and of course a lot of us have got back to leading pretty normal lives, but we need to remember that still a third of the population very fearful to catch the virus, spending a lot of time at home and still minimising contact with other people. And then finally we see an emerging fear, and that is around personal finances, as we become fearful of things like the end of furlough and price inflation.